Pour yourself a pint, cozy up, and get ready for another episode of Beer, Bros, and BS.
This is Jay Muse.
This is Eddie McClintock from Warehouse 13.
Hey, this is Brian Holler.
This is Brett Dahl.
Hey, this is Eddie Trunk, and you're listening to Beer Bros and BS.
Beers Bros BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
You should be listening to Beer Bros and BS every day, every minute for the rest of your lives.
Snooch to the nooch!
Welcome to episode 74 of Beer Bros and BS, your home for pop culture, craft beer, and other BS. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
Jose.
JJ, the Male Chef.
And I am Dan.
So, welcome back, guys.
What up?
Yeah, we are
Welcome
back.
Did you get that light switch fixed, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I've always got to work on fixing some sort of electronic problem.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about the rest of you guys?
I just came back from my big vacation up through the East Coast to Mexico Beach and Tallahassee, and then I went to Savannah.
To the cat farm, right?
Yeah, to the cat farm. Wow. Milking cats.
So, as always, before we get started talking about the beers, I'm going to have Jose read off the names of the beers.
All right. So, Porterville by Modern Times. Fruitwood by Founders.
I am fruit.
Erdinger. Weissbrau. It's a
Dunkel.
It's a wheat beer, Dunkel. And JDub's Anomaly.
Okay.
Nice.
That went smooth. Much better than last week, Jose.
Yes.
So, as always, we're going to start off with a few Would You Rather questions. Would you rather your brain have a built-in spell check option or built-in scientific calculator?
What if you already have both?
Well, then you don't answer. But
Built-in scientific calculator.
you could do complex equations like nothing.
Definitely that.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Shit, well, I'm
That would come
gonna...
so handy in school right now. My goodness.
Well, I do a lot of typos, so I'll go with the spell check. So I don't ever have to be like, fuck, I did a typo.
What's the word?
Getting a wrong calculation can get you killed more often than having a bad typo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, punctuation matters.
It does. It's the difference between eating grandma and...
Have you ever seen the killer
grandma.
spelling bee? Where they kill them if they misspell, so you better fucking know how to spell that. The killer bee. What? Sorry.
Would you rather have your dream job, but you earn barely enough to survive, or you have the worst job you can imagine, but you get paid $1 million a year?
Worst job. Worst job I can possibly imagine.
To the point that like, you're physically being hurt.
Yeah,
and you want to quit.
Okay, Human Centipede, $1 million.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do it.
So for those who don't know, can you explain what a human centipede is?
When you get your mouth surgically implanted to another person's butthole, and you make a chain, daisy chain this across I don't know how many people.
And you would want to do this for $1 million?
Not really.
You would basically be ingesting somebody else's shit directly into your body.
Well, unless he's the first one.
No, that just goes in a circle.
Feed her.
That's awesome.
Would you rather be able to fluently talk to dogs or be able to transform cats into toilet paper?
Fuck, I love cats.
You don't say.
I don't want to throw them in the dumpster all the time. I'm not
all the time.
Can you turn them back from toilet paper?
No.
Oh, fuck.
But you'd never have to buy
Toilet paper again.
toilet paper again.
Well, I don't have an infinite supply of cats.
But you could keep adopting.
How weird would it be if you saw like one of the cats just like batting at the toilet paper and you're like, wow, that was your friend.
So which would you do?
Talk to dogs.
Yeah, I thought.
Well, before we go any further, who brought the first beer? Can I have somebody talk about that?
Yep.
That would be me. I brought the Modern Times. I figured while it's still fresh in distro, nationwide distro, this is the Porterville. This is their Mosaic IPA. And as described by them, it's Mosaic hops and a bunch of dank variants. So, and it comes in at 75 IBU. And it doesn't have any sticky white residue. And this beer comes in at 7.2%. What do you guys think?
It is dank indeed. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very dank. It's
Definitely get all that Mosaic
it's
hops.
the malt is more like pilsnery. It's not that roasted, so it's nice.
Yep,
Nice and dank.
Yeah, as it says here, it's 2 rows of malts. Very
2 rows.
exciting. So
Yeah, it's good, man.
glad to see him hitting nationwide distro. They make
It
great
does
beers.
look like it says Modem Tunes instead of Modern Times, though.
Modem time.
So back to the would you rather, guys. Let me ask you, if we all had a 14-year-old son, would you rather your son become a juggalo or a brony?
A juggalo,
Juggalo.
for sure. For sure, juggalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll have to be he has to be a juggalo. At least they listen to
Juggle
some
my
metal.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They be getting Fago showers?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I can I answer neither and just like
Nope.
give him up for adoption?
Damn.
That would be
The
fostering.
metal shelf right there. God damn.
Huh? I want kids.
Would you rather take a gunshot wound through and through to your right butt cheek or your right forearm?
Oh, Jesus.
So you're going to get shot and it's going to go straight through. Do you want your forearm or your butt cheek?
My butt cheek.
Why?
Because I have to use my arm.
Well, good thing you don't have a job where you have to sit a lot.
Yeah, damn, that's true.
Well, you can get one. My job, I can get one of those standing chairs. So I'd have like my ass full of like padding and like be standing.
No, I would do the one through the forearm. You get a fucking cool ass you live through this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then fucking look, I got fucking shot. I'm fucking.
So you could
badass.
do that and you'd be showing people your ass too, though. And I think it'd be kind of cooler.
Yeah.
I got fucking shot and you turn around and pull it on your pants.
That's
Got
pretty
shot
funny.
in the ass.
Yeah, I would do that.
Actually,
I would do that anyway.
I was gonna say Dan doesn't need a reason to do that.
I would do that anyway.
Happened to Forrest Gump and it worked
Actually,
out for
true
him.
story.
Yeah.
My friend was doing his medical internship at Jackson, and one of the victims was like somebody that got shot by an AK in the ass, and he had to put like padding through the bullet, like cotton swabs inside through as the guy was like screaming. Yeah, it's not a pleasing way to get shot.
Well, you wouldn't have had to go.
Is there one? I mean,
You wouldn't have had to go to Jackson if you had Obamacare.
ooh, yeah.
That's true, but this was a long time ago.
Still remains true.
Dan's thinking about all the ways they can show his butt
like-
to everybody.
Peekaboo!
I don't need any excuses. It happens.
Okay, would you rather be able to fly 10 miles per hour or run 100 miles per hour?
Fly.
Yeah, you fly 10 miles per hour or run 100?
Run 100 for sure.
Do I get tired either way?
Yeah. After you ran 100 miles, you'd get tired.
Yeah.
No, definitely run. Yeah.
I would fly because I want to fly.
But that's more like floating and then like kind of drifting.
Still
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Fucking,
you'd be like floating on a rug, like.
I'll take it.
Would you... Okay, so you guys know about Star Trek?
Yes.
Kind of.
What's
No.
that?
It's this TV show that's been on
It's
for a
with
while.
like a bunch of hooded people and they're like lighted swords.
So
sounds
on
interesting.
one show they had a thing called a holodeck,
Yeah.
which is a room you walk into and you can, it pretty much makes it whatever
Yeah.
you tell it to make.
Yeah, it's kind of like the danger
setting.
room from X-Men.
And then you have the replicator, which makes any food or drink you want that's been programmed, or a transporter, which you can transport. Which would you rather have? So you can transport to any other place that has a transporter in range.
A replicator and what was the first one?
Replicator or the holodeck. So you can have like any fantasy you want in that room, talk to whoever you want, or eat or drink anything you want in an instant, or go anywhere you want within distance. And that can be from like a outer space to a planet.
I'll do the hollow deck, because then you can do any, because you won't actually physically get hurt, so you can do like cool like battle scenarios.
Or maybe it'll be like Westworld, and you still can.
Yeah, they can take that off. They've taken it off.
Yeah, okay.
Captain Picard took it off to kill the Borg with a machine gun.
Okay, well, I don't know, but you can come up with any scenario, so I'll do that. That sounds fun. Every day would be interesting.
I would go with the replicator.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, replicator. You can feed the hungry.
Eat anything you want in an instant.
Yeah.
Exactly the temperature you want.
Exactly. Have as many of whatever beer that you have as many times as you want.
Hell yeah.
Would you rather have your entire lifetime of not safe for work internet browsing history sent to everyone in your email, your address book, including your professional and personal?
No.
Or
No.
all birds in the planet have you marked for death?
That one. That one.
I'll deal with that.
I'll deal with that. I'll have like an infinite army of cats defending
I thought
me.
you said you don't have an unlimited supply of cats.
No, but if...
You just said that.
Okay, well, a very large but not infinite, a countable amount of cats that are very large.
Okay. Would you rather lose your wallet or your phone?
My phone. I already lost my phone during this trip, so...
That's why you can't have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Lose your wallet or your phone? Oh, I'd rather lose my phone.
Phone, because I could, restore it from a backup, but the stuff in the wallet,
I'd rather lose my wallet.
Oh, so you wanted to sit at the DMV
Yeah.
again?
No, you just go online and order it.
I got to make fucking other bullshit in my wallet.
So, would you rather learn how to pour water?
Whoops. Sorry.
Would you guys rather have, final question of the night, have dick-sized toes or a toe-sized dick?
I'm sure we've done this one, right?
I think we did this one.
Dick
But we'll
size.
answer it anyway.
My toe is so hard right now for this question.
Okay. I think...
So dick-sized toes, by the way.
Yeah, dick-sized toes.
JJ, you haven't said anything.
Because Dan's rubbing himself off
What?
during the show.
Yeah, well, I gotta clean up my mess. I got a little too excited.
Dan, that's like 3 sheets already.
That's a lot of cats you're going through.
Wet pussy everywhere.
I wish.
So that kind of reminds me of the story. I think the first time I ever went to Hooters with Dan, we must have been in, I don't know.
We were young.
10th or 11th grade or something.
Yeah. If that, dude.
And I think we were like trying to, act older so we could get see if we could buy beer underage. And the whole point was act cool. Everyone be cool. We're just going to be cool. So they come up to us and they say, hey guys, how can I help you? And the lady said this with her boobs right in front of Dan's face. Dan spazzed out, took the glass of water they had given us when he sat down, and he flung his arm, and the glass of water went everywhere.
Yeah.
I almost got up to walked away. I was like, I don't know this guy.
I was like, what t-shirt contest? Poof.
He's like, whoa!
At the Hooters? Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. It was the one in Town and Country that's no longer there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The one in Doral is pretty cool, too. Like, it's actually one of the best ones.
Yeah, is there like a best Hooters though? I mean,
I thought it was for a while it was the one in Doral.
but they're all kind of crappy, aren't they? I mean, honestly,
are we talking the food or
everything.
the boobs? I used to know. Well, he used to work at the Hooters. I used to know the chef, one of the chefs.
Are they really chefs or are they just cooks though?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
they're kind of like
cooks.
cooks. Yeah, line cooks.
My bad. They're not. They don't have like that little white top hat. So
Well, before we keep on going, I'm going to have Dan talk about the next beer.
Yes.
So Dan, tell us about the beer you brought.
This is a beer on my behalf from Erdinger Brewery at Aus Bayern, and it is a product of Germany. This is the Dunkel Vice beer, and that means it's a double wheat beer. And this is the world's #1 Hefeweizen. It is brewed all naturally using traditional bottle fermentation and never pasteurized. And it is 5.3% ABV. It's really good.
Oh, so they bottle condition it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Man. Yep. And it's
for those that you don't know what bottle conditioning is, it's when they let the yeast just eat up the residual sugars inside the bottle, and then that's how it gets carbonated.
Yeah, so that's why it has some stuff that'll settle at the bottom, and you got to kind of swirl it around a little.
Yep. Or roll the bottle. I've seen it done.
And a Dunkel is a dark beer.
Dark.
Not a double.
You're right. Yes.
Because the opposite of this beer would be a Helles.
Yeah, you're right. Light dark, not yeah.
Which, I mean, a Dunkel Vice doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Because that means it literally translates to dark white.
Yeah. But
Oxymoron.
so it's a dark wheat. So
No, I mean, it doesn't translate to as wheat. Beer,
right, but I'm
it's
saying
a dark
that's
white.
what
beer.
it
That's what it
is. Yeah.
does.
And this is made in Bayern,
It is.
Yeah. I find
which, by the way, they made the Champions League too.
Are you sure? Erdinger's in Bavaria?
Anyway, but I always like this particular brand
thought it was.
from Germany. This is like when I first got into craft beer. I know Dan was there for our phase when we first started getting into this stuff, and most of the liquor stores that had any sort of additional craft beer or anything, it was mostly imports and it was mostly German, and so we just went through the whole, lot that they had, and always found that Erdinger was a very good product. So,
Yeah.
So Erding is in the state of Bavaria.
all right.
Nice. And so, yeah, I like it. It's a good beer. It kind of takes me back, and it's one of those old, go-tos like that. Is always going to be tasty.
Yeah, I had to take a break from this style because I had it for so much, but man, because we don't typically have this style of beer on the show too often, and it's kind of a nice break from all the usual ones I like. It's got like a nice sweetness to it.
It's also very very fizzy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I mean, since it has that bottle conditioning. And since it's also bottle conditioning, I guess you can technically store it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would cellar, but yeah.
It might not have the correct amount of ABV for that. Does it say here?
It's at 5.3.
Yeah, that's a little too low to be able to cellar.
Yeah, and most Hefeweizens, you don't want to do it usually too long because all the stuff kind of... Oh, well, I'm saying, but it's got the stuff on the bottom. So
The yeast cake.
yeah, so usually that gets like real funky.
Funka.
Yeah,
Unless it's smoked. If it's smoked, you can do that.
So Jose, what topic you got?
Topic I got was that Alexa just revealed that they are going to have a partnership with Microsoft, so you can use the Cortana services from Alexa, and you can use from Cortana the Alexa services.
Oh.
So
Alexis and Cortana will speak to each other.
exactly.
Nice. Bot party. Ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you ask them about Siri, do they get pissed?
They just should talk
wonder.
about her. Like, fuck that.
I know that's if you ask Siri about Cortana, she's like, no, yeah, we like they make like a joke about it. It's kind of funny.
The other-
non-speaking terms.
The other way around, they also make
Yeah,
a joke. And
It's
I'm
kinda
pretty
funny.
sure that Bixby. I mean, everybody has their own thing. Like Samsung has Bixby, Microsoft Cortana, the Apple has Siri, Amazon has Alexa. I mean, Google has the Google Assistant.
Oh, it
Just
doesn't have a
seems-
name.
Yeah, no. It just seems that everybody that's in software is coming out with their own personal assistant. Like,
Is the Google Assistant also a female voice?
yes, I believe. Yes.
Well, Siri you can change to male to female.
Yeah, I have a British man.
I have a
Siri.
British female.
Yeah.
That's cool. If you could name the Google assistant, what would her name be?
Friday.
Nice. I like that.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Because
bitch.
I could pick up my phone and be like, hey, bitch, remind me to do this in like half an hour.
I want to have
Yes.
a funny name.
Yes,
because
Dan.
it's Google. Like
We will remind you.
Yes.
This.
Googly.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, call me daddy. Yeah.
You can make Siri call you daddy
Yeah.
though. That you can do.
Yeah.
Siri cannot call you baby Jesus though.
Really?
We had my friend tried to call like Siri, call me baby Jesus, and he had to change it around to bebe Jesus. And then
I
it
think
would
you probably
accept
could
that.
because you can program it in there as the personal contact, and it will just repeat whatever that says. No,
It should.
we
No,
can try
but
that now.
she
So I
can't
don't-
call you baby Jesus.
Do you want me to try it?
No, I don't know about the whole sounds on the air, or
Yeah.
other trademark sounds.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
also actually that would have been a fun thing to do, have Alexa, because on the show, but I don't think we can't do that.
Our legal department doesn't advise.
Yeah.
Advise us.
I concur. Do you concur?
I concur.
I concur.
Yeah. So legal does not concur.
So JJ, I think you had an interesting topic. You said.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been sitting on this topip for a while.
Yep. Since we did the special movie episode.
And also drink up because we still got a couple beers, guys.
Yep. So if we got any longtime listeners, there was a very famous episode where the hashtag spider boner became pretty widely used for a few weeks. So got a new hashtag for you. Because we have another strange animal thing. But for those of you that don't remember, the spider boner was about a particular spider that had an erection that was as big as its body. So, hashtag spider boner. So,
Quite a detailed explanation.
yeah, had to.
Wonder how that one could have got misconstrued.
All right. Anyway, this time, instead of spiders, we've got worms. Flatworms, to be exact. And so their special, unique genital ability is, they go fencing with their penis. And they battle to see who becomes the female when they mate. Because they are asexual animals, so they have, when they meet, they both raise their penises. They have a penis fencing contest.
So it's like, hey, sexually ambiguous name.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
sexually ambiguous name. Let's penis fight.
So what kind of worms are these?
They're flatworms,
So flatworms.
but they have penises, and so the first to be wounded must become the female, which means they have to,
Be
lay
the
the
little-
eggs and
They have to be
raise
the
the
little
young.
and they have to be the little spoon.
Yep. So, yeah. So only if all causes were to be solved by penis fencing.
Followed by fucking.
Yeah, that worm got fucked, dude.
Yeah. So,
It would bring new meaning to Game of Thrones.
oh yes.
Yeah.
So there you go. So the new one for
Wow.
hashtag
That blew my mind.
penis fencing.
So depressed about the losing worm.
So flatworms, they got a rough life.
So I'm going to pour out the next one. This one, however, we're going to be doing opening live. And it's not a cork because that would be fun to have Jose do.
That's a cork.
This one is just covered in wax. Interesting stuff going on here.
Yeah, he's trying to use his penis to open the bottle.
But the bottle lost.
Yep. So he must. The bottle must lay the eggs.
So you pour it out before you stick your dick in it, though.
I will do that.
Please.
Jose has wounded his opponent with his penis.
It's just an anomaly of this show.
It's a penis anomaly.
Oh, man. That pours out a really pretty color, dude. I like it. It's like almost dark purple.
Ooh, like the label.
So this bourbon barrel aged Baltic Porter. It's named after the Baltic Sea anomaly, which is located at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. My wife managed to pick this up during her trip up north through Florida for her work conference, and she stopped by Sarasota to pick me up this bottle. It is this beer is brewed by JDubs, and it is 9%.
It's pretty good.
It's very chocolatey.
I get a little of a boozy taste.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, dude.
Yeah, it says advertised it's a chocolatey Baltic Porter. It doesn't bite too hard, so it's nice. It's nice and smooth. And chocolatey, the aroma of chocolate is big.
Yeah. I mean, because typically porters are kind of chocolatey to begin with. So, especially the nice Baltic ones, you get that real dark chocolate.
Yeah, dude,
flavor.
I like it a lot.
And it came to a nice temperature, too. After it's been in the fridge, it warmed up nicely.
So for my topic, it's kind of a funny story. Kind of, I don't know.
You're going to
So-
use your penis?
So no, I'm not. Samuel L. Jackson and Magic Johnson went on vacation together.
You sure this isn't a penis joke?
It sounds like a Jackson
Snakes on a plane.
and a Johnson, a Magic Johnson, that is. They ended up going to Italy, and I think they Milan and Tuscany. Sorry, Tuscany. So the other side of the country, and they were mistaken as lazy migrants.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they didn't know who they were. They were just mistaken. I guess there's a lot of migrants in that part of Tuscany, in that resort town, and they were laughing because people wanted to take pictures with them, but they didn't realize that because there had been so many migrants in that town, like spending money, and they had, they went shopping at Prada and whatnot, and so they just thought there was a line of people that wanted to take pictures with them because they're, one of the best basketball players ever and one of the most recognized actors in the world, who's in every other movie.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which is also featured on an episode of Beer Bros BS.
And they said that they were surrounded by luxury shopping bags, including Louis Vuitton, Prada, and Forte de Marmi. Oh, God, I butchered that. Magic Johnson shared a photo of them, saying, "Sam and I chilling out on a bench yesterday in Forte de Marmi, Italy. The fans started lining up to take pictures with us." Except when the images started going viral, there were celebrities. Even there was an actor that tweeted out, "Luca Bottura," which sounds like a wrestler, utilized one of the pictures to make a meme and start a social experiment. He shared the image alongside caption, "Their resources in that city, shop at Prada with our 35 euros.
Oh, wow.
Share this picture if you're outraged."
Wow.
Holy shit.
They really had no idea that probably those two are worth more than
That's crazy,
Then
dude.
most
And the whole store
Yeah.
put together.
Dude, they could fucking buy part of Italy.
That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
So would you consider that racist then? Or just ignorance?
Ignorance more than anything, honestly. I mean, I don't think it's just because both of those guys happen to be black. I think that it's just in that country, I guess they have that kind of problem with a lot of migrants and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's more of a situational.
I remember
thing.
some migrants in that country that were hassling you in a couple of the cities.
Yeah, in Mallorca, for example, there was a guy.
Well, I meant in Pisa.
Oh yeah, that guy was like following us the whole time, and we were like, kind of being like, "Nah, fuck off, like get away." Like they just wouldn't take the hint when we're like, "Nah, man." And then they would be like, "Oh, look, I was wearing like a pretty nice watch, not like a super fancy one, but a pretty good one," and he was trying to sell me like a knockoff of what I had. And then I'm like, "Nah, man, I already have something better." So he's like, "Oh, let me buy that one, $10." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
Then another guy followed me for about, I don't know, like almost a mile, trying to sell me a knockoff Rolex. It wasn't even a good one. But
Oh yeah, the seconds would tick; they wouldn't go smooth.
Wait, have you ever, because I've been to Italy too. My brother actually lived there for a while. Have you ever seen the people that are selling outside the streets and they have like a sheet, a blanket, and then they have their stuff?
Yeah, and they
the
pull
reason
the cord.
for that is
They
because
pull it and they run.
the reason for that is because they're migrants, and when the police come to like process them, they just take all that stuff in the blanket and then they just take off. Running.
Yeah, of course. We saw people just wrap up and
But
go.
they do that. They do that. You know, and we've seen that in Spain,
Barcelona,
a lot. Also, I want to say Mallorca. They had that.
Yeah, bro. Like when you got.
But you didn't see that really in France. Like they weren't going to put up with that shit.
No, well, they're. I don't know. Like they're of the attitude that like if you try that, they'll be like, "Get the fuck out of here." Yeah, you know. Yeah.
But it was just funny because like I remember that guy. You know, he tried to sell me a fake and really
It was like
poor
60
knockoff.
bucks. Nah,
yeah,
10.
well, €60. and I was like, and in my head I was like, I would not pay more than like €2 for this.
Yeah.
And I got him down to €5. And I mean, I'm telling you, this is like over of him following me for half a mile.
Yeah, it was going on for.
And it's like, oh, okay, give me a price. I said €10. He says, oh, you're kidding me. They take out pictures. They show you pictures of their family. Like, oh, I have family I got to support. Give me a number. Give me another number. €10. He's like, oh, okay, give me one more number. And then we'll go with that. I said €8. And I got him down to €5. And I look at Dan, I was like, what do you think? And I was like, no, bro. It's garbage. I was like, yeah, he's right. My watch is better anyway. He looked at me in my face and said, do you want to buy sunglasses? He took off his hat. He had his head covered in sunglasses. As he said it to me, looking at me as I was wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, he figured, you needed to cover your head too.
I was wearing a hat.
Yeah.
But you need sunglasses under your head, apparently.
It was hot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, should have penis fenced him.
No,
He would have won.
Yeah, you do not.
This was a dude straight out of like Northwest Africa.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
But he said he said Angola.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You don't know what
Central
I'm packing, Dan. I'm 6'6", bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
6'6". He's got the
Wow,
bits.
that's a long trek. Angola is like in the Central Africa, like next to Sudan.
Sudan is also Northern Africa, though.
I mean, not Sudan.
Welcome to the geography episode of Beer Bros.
Beer Bros and BS.
But
Coming
I do
up
know
next.
Angola is in Central Africa.
Were you thinking Congo?
I believe so, because there was a
Democratic
there was
Congo
a
or
conflict
Congo?
where Cuba
Yeah.
helped out Angola and during the mid 70s.
I thought it was late 70s.
Anyway,
Now you know on Beer Bros and BS history of Cuban
history.
History.
geopolitical fighting in
All right.
Africa. So while Dan's getting ready to queue up, let's get ready for the final beer.
All right. And
There's two bottles, guys. So
Yeah, they're both the same.
all right.
no, just some dead air. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
Thank you,
That's
Dan.
the one that you brought. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about it, Dave?
So I first had this beer at my brother's house in Michigan, and he is a master of all things Michigan beer. This is Founders Brewing Fruitwood. It's a cherry ale aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels.
Okay.
So what do you guys think of it?
It's
And it's from this year.
You got
It makes
heavy
it-
cherries in the nose.
that's tart. It's good.
I thought it was going to be infected at first because it was overly spuming. Like when you opened the bottle, there was foam everywhere coming out.
Well, you got to be
That's
careful.
what she said.
You got to be careful from bottles. Sometimes when you pop a bottle, it'll explode all everywhere.
Oh, I know.
You
Yeah,
gotta
especially
clean
with your grip.
I popped 2 bottles, and both of them were equally espumante.
I mean, I tried to tell you, Jose, you got to spell on your hand to open some of these bottles.
Oh, Jesus.
it. What?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I prefer not to. Thank you.
So, what do you guys think of the beer? I think it's get the cherry up top.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's got that tartness. I fucking enjoy it quite a bit. I don't get a lot of maple, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
This is very interesting.
When put it around your palate a little bit, get a little bit after that cherry taste. Because the cherry taste is what you end with too.
Yeah,
But that
cherry
sweetness,
is
that
more
sweetness you get,
powerful.
I would say is that maple.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
What I don't get is the bourbon. But it's like
Maybe it's like maple.
maybe it just
maple
helps round
bourbon?
off the cherry.
Yeah, because it says maple syrup bourbon barrels. So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so they did the maple syrup inside bourbon barrels, and then they aged this beer inside that barrel.
So what do you think of this one, Tony?
Well, guys, let me tell you a ridiculous pun. No, I don't got puns. I'm not Tony.
That would have been hysterical.
You should have just said, "Come on, you gooners."
no. Tony does have a good pun for this beer. You know, but, you know, he was, Jose, it's maple syrup, you sap.
Oh.
This is the sound of me facepalming.
we did pick that up, just so you know. So before we go any further, Dan, please go ahead. What topic you got for us?
I just had some random facts about Walt Disney.
He was incredibly racist.
He was.
Yeah,
he was. And
He was cryogenically frozen
allegedly.
in Orlando?
Allegedly. But, okay, so here's one thing.
Wait, Orlando or in California?
Orlando.
I heard
that was his
I heard
baby.
the rumor of Orlando. But anyways,
Yeah,
Oh, it's
much-
not
so
man.
after
Much more
about
man.
60 years, employees at the two major Disney park locations can finally have facial hair. They used to not be able to have anything at all. And so now they could have something, but it has to be neat, polished, and professional. But even back at Disneyland in the 50s and 60s, if a guest, like a man, had long hair or facial hair, they were turned away and didn't meet the standards of Disneyland's dress code to enter the park.
Wow.
But then again, yeah, because the only people who had long hair were hippies.
Exactly.
Think Mad Men. Everyone had
Back in the 50s and 60s, everybody was pretty clean cut, unless you were like some druggie or something.
Yeah,
and
druggie
like
hippie.
you wouldn't have money to go to Disneyland probably anyway. On another random one was that Mickey Mouse was original. Do you know what his original name was?
Steamboat Willie?
Well, kind of, but no, it was Mortimer Mouse. And the original sketch in 1928 was just a original sketch that Walt made when he was 27 years old, and he called it Mortimer Mouse. Showed it to his wife at that time. She said Mortimer was too pompous of a name and suggested giving him a cuter name like Mickey. So then they changed it, and of course, what happened there. Oh! But another random one is what really caught my attention about this. So before he
into the mic.
Before he passed, allegedly, the final words ever written by Walt in 1966. Can you guess what he would have written?
Fuck you, hippies.
Oh,
Don't wake
God,
me
you
up.
said hippies.
I want to say something, but it's so bad. Don't wake me up till they're all gone.
Oh, no.
Wake me up when September ends.
Please preheat the watermelon in the oven.
Wake me up before you go.
Close.
Use 2 fingers.
Close. But no joke. In 1966, when Walt was suffering from lung cancer and nearing the end of his life, he scratched the name Kurt Russell onto a piece of paper.
I did hear that.
And died soon after. And at the time, Kurt Russell was a brand new child actor that the studio had just signed. And, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool because nobody would have thought
kinda
that.
Fucking creepy.
Nobody would have thought that, way back when, that he would have even been like part of this guy's, train of thought at all. So I thought that was just random but interesting.
I wonder if Kurt Russell has anything to share about this.
I don't know.
Where on the mouse did he touch you?
Oh, that's why he had that eye patch.
You made him wear the Mickey Mouse red pants, the big gold buttons.
Jesus Christ.
And he had a little hole for the tail, but
I also knew that he hated Goofy, the character Goofy.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, something about he was like he was his character was so silly.
Yeah, but Goofy's awesome. He's like one of the most popular characters.
And
ever.
he's married, or was married at one point.
Yeah.
Being married doesn't mean anything. It's not a status in life.
He's the only one that was married, technically.
Oh, Mickey and Minnie were married, right?
No, they lived in sin. They cohabitated.
Huh?
but what was Walt Disney's favorite character?
Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But it never made sense that Goofy, a dog, walked on his back legs and talked, but Pluto, a dog, didn't. I don't know.
Well, it did make sense that a fucking mouse talked either, but
Yeah, but if all the animals were gonna walk like humans,
it's odd that Pluto didn't talk.
It's odd that Pluto didn't talk, considering every other animal walked like a human and spoke.
And why does Mickey Mouse get pants, but Donald Duck?
Well,
I told you this.
Wait,
DJ, I told you to stay
Donald
off the
Duck.
pre-show
Hold on.
beers.
Wait,
Donald
why does Donald Duck get a shirt and Mickey Mouse doesn't?
See what I'm saying?
Show off that hot bod.
Well, it was the Depression, and so they only had.
So it's like
They only had so much lead in the pencils.
so Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck were bros, and they're like, "Which one do you want? I'll take the pants." Fuck.
Goofy got a vest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least they had clothes. Look at Warner Brothers.
Oh, they were like fuck
Bugs.
it. Yeah.
Bugs Bunny didn't have it.
Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck didn't have it.
Yeah.
Unless Bugs Bunny was wearing like a dress. Yeah, that cross-dressing son of a bitch.
What?
Bugs Bunny dressed like
Whoa.
Bugs
So
Bunny.
tell us how you really feel.
Nah, dude.
Dude, he fucking wore everything. He
Oh,
did.
Bugs
The
Bunny.
views of Dan 12Con do not reflect
Okay,
that of Beer
over
Bros and
fun.
BS. And its affiliates or sponsors.
Whatever. Bugs Bunny was a cross-dresser.
Who thought about fucking anime characters wearing clothes with top penis fencing? Hashtag penis fencing. Hashtag characters wearing no pants.
That's not a hashtag.
Hashtag no pants.
No pants zone.
Dan isn't wearing any pants.
At the moment, yeah, I just checked. I still am, I think.
Are your pants open?
No.
They're wet though. They're moist.
They are a
It's
little
on the
moist.
table.
They're very moist.
Are your pants belt buckled?
Now they are, but not earlier.
So when the show started, your pants were not buckled.
No.
But at this point, they are.
Yes.
And during this recording, you did not stand up or anything.
That's
You
correct.
did not leave the table.
That's correct.
So your pants were buckled, and in the course of the show, you decided, you know what? I think I would do better if I buckled my pants.
Yes.
I gotta say, Dan last week was a lot more constrained and
It was a quiet week for me.
So that brings us to everyone's favorite part of the show. What burns your bacon? What burns your bacon, Jose?
What burns my bacon is
You want me to go?
yeah. Please go.
Okay.
JJ, what burns your bacon?
All right. We've discussed the double drive-through before, how it's a great invention. But what burns my bacon is when there's a long line. There's both the drive-throughs open, but everyone's lining up on option A. So therefore, the cars in front of you are blocking the lane, so no one can go to option
Like
B.
you said, we've already done double drive-thrus.
Great, but it was originally to say the good part about it. This is the bad. So, and then once you get there, the idea is whoever orders first, your car goes. Not according to like, hey, there's this many cars waiting in line or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like today, someone beeping the horn at me, like roll down the window and screamed at me. I was in the drive-thru first. I was like, I finished ordering first, so I go, so it doesn't confuse the cashier. Fuck you, piece of shit! And cut in front of me because they had a big truck. I'm not gonna fight with them. amongst our things that they yelled at me. Hey, guess what happened at the drive-thru window? They fucking gave their money and started driving off, and the cashier tried to give them their change because they were paying for mine.
Nice.
And so, a bunch of dumbasses just fucking drove off or whatever. I was like, all right, well, fuck them. So,
This is why you get the $1 meal, and you're like, okay, fine, go right ahead. I'll just take your order.
So have you guys ever actually gotten the wrong order, but it was more food?
Yes.
Yes,
that's great.
yes.
Did you tell them? Or did
No,
you just
fuck
take
no.
off?
I just drive away.
I may or may not have known a person who has done something in the past where they'll just go to a random drive-thru and then be like, hey, I just came through here a half hour ago and you forgot my fucking burger.
Oh no,
And then they'll get a free burger.
Really? Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wow. That's something. Anyway, follow the rules
So
of
do
the
you know
drive-thru.
them or do you not know them?
He's not throwing them under the bus.
I knew a guy that did that, yeah. And I've seen him get away with it a couple times.
Isa!
Okay.
Bless you.
And by the way, that burns my bacon. Didn't get to do it last week.
Okay, so
I don't
Jose,
know if this one's been covered yet. The fucking chips when they don't work.
The what?
The potato chips?
No, the credit card chips.
Okay.
I haven't had that problem.
I don't know why that would be an issue, because can't they just swipe it?
And they refuse you to swipe it. Like, I've been at a Lowe's before, and it's like, okay, insert. Oh, because I wasn't at the cashier. I was at the automated pay.
oh, so you try to take a job away from a human and give it to a computer.
Which they
Naturally.
still have to hire people to watch the people because no one knows how to use that automated brand.
I do know how to use it, damn it, JJ.
For now. For now, JJ.
It's okay.
For now.
I do know. So, no, yeah, those automated things, when they don't fucking work and you end up going to them and you're like, I'm a fucking dumbass. I should have just gone to the one with the human in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that burns my bacon.
Dan, what burns your bacon?
When you run out of beer.
Fuck, I don't think we said that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, he still has beer in his glass. Oh my god.
All right.
He's-
Just mix the Modern
he's-
Times IPA.
Cuvée de
we
Beer
haven't
Bros.
done the
It's
Cuvée de
back.
Beer Bros. Oh, this is going to
That's
be nasty.
fucking disgusting.
Oh, no.
That is really fucking disgusting.
Oh. So we've now mixed
Just fucking plopped so
Plopped.
hard. Jesus fuck.
a big plop of yeast.
So for me, what burns my bacon is whenever somebody gives you a pen to write with and it doesn't fucking work.
Oh.
Oh, especially when you're trying to pay at a restaurant and they give you a pen and it's like, no, fuck you, you're not writing
Yeah,
anything.
I believe that if they give you a pen and it doesn't work, you don't pay. Like if you can't sign,
Yeah.
We have to make this a rule. Like an official, that we have to write into.
Oh, it smells so bad.
That's what she said.
so what smells so bad is
Your balls.
no, my balls smell
A
pretty
blend
good.
of all the beers.
No.
Yeah. The Beer Bros BS Cuvée, which is, like he said, a blend of all the beers from tonight with a heavy base of, I would say, the Fruitwood.
Yeah.
Dan's not talking much. And when he does it after he drinks something,
I'm good.
It's half and half Fruitwood Anomaly, a splash of Modern Times, and the Ye Plop from Erdinger.
And a plop. He's like, I have to go to the bathroom again, guys.
it's actually not that bad.
when I see, that's the thing. I know you so well, Dan, that I watch you when you drink it. And when you take a sip of it and you don't immediately open your mouth and you keep your mouth closed,
Yeah.
that is not a good sign.
It's not, but I worked hard on holding it down, and it's not entirely terrible.
The fact that you just say it's not entirely terrible means it is terrible.
No, it's all right. I think all of our cuvées are just. There was the one that was really good around Christmas time,
Because they were all the same style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was a good blend. So no, this.
I wonder
one's
if
all
you
right.
do the Oktoberfest and you mix them all. It would just
Well, that
taste like
episode is coming up.
Get ready.
Our annual Oktoberfest. Willkommen auf Oktoberfest.
Hashtag segue.
Hashtag segue.
Hashtag penis fencing.
penis fence.
So, let me ask you guys, what was your favorite beer of the night?
I'm gonna go with Anomaly because of Mass Effect.
Dude, it's a tough one.
Between the Fruitwood and the Anomaly.
I'm going to say Fruitwood.
I'm gonna say
I think Anomaly.
Erdinger.
The beer that was you brought
Quotation.
in air quotations.
Well,
no,
he
honestly,
loves the plops.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a
yeah, no,
It's a fantastic
Anomaly.
beer.
Anomaly was delicious.
But Erdinger is something I would bring to our tailgates because it is college football season already. Woo!
Yeah.
save that for next week.
Next week you'll hear about this.
So as always, guys, remember, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/BeerBrosBS. Find us on Twitter and Instagram @BeerBrosBS. Remember to go to Untapped, find all of our rankings of these beers, Beer Bros BS. Remember, email us your ideas, questions, concerns, insults, jokes,
Nudes.
Suggestions.
beerbrosbs@gmail.com. Remember, you can find everything on our website, beerbrosbs.com. Please make sure to subscribe to the show on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Blubbery, Overcast, Kodi, Podcast Addict, Microsoft Podcast app. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
Jose.
JJ the Metal Chef.
And I am Dan.
Reyes. Tony. I've got a pun. Wait.
All right, good night, guys. Cheers.
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 Thanks for listening to another episode of Beer Bros and BS. Cheers.
Beer Bros.
Beer Bros.
Beer Bros.
And BS.
Yes.